Hello, friends, and welcome to another demo day with me, Janky Shenanigans. I apologize for the incredibly ominous music playing in the background right now. I mean, I kind of apologize. It's also kind of cool, really, if you listen to it. Reminds me of the doors from The Hobbit. Anyway, it's all part of the game that I'm playing this week on Demo Day, a little game called Frost, which is best described as a survival game in the style of an online card game. It's very exciting. I've already played the tutorial, so I can already kind of tell you some stuff about it, but it's much easier to tell you about it if we just play the game. So, I'm going to go ahead and get started in classic mode, and I will tell you more about this lovely game as we go on. I actually really do like this game. Like, I played the tutorial and I'm like, dang, this is fun. We'll start on easy. The frost is walking, always leaving stone and dust behind it. So we too walk amongst the stone and the dust. And we survive. We have our ways, taught by the story stones, carved by our fathers and grandfathers. I've been walking my whole life, and if the spirits of the great wind allow me, I'll be able to reach the refuge, the one place where the frost never goes. This is my story. May it be carved on a story stone and passed to my sons, my grandsons, and those who come after. Oh, that was a sudden cutout. Oh, okay. Starting deck. Survivors, food, and material. Okay, so let me just give you a little background. Ooh, everything shakes. Let me give you a little background on the game. So, you play as the leader of a troop of survivors. Your goal is to reach a place called the Refuge, and what you're trying to get away from is a giant, lethal ice storm called the Frost, which follows behind you. We'll discuss that a little more later, because there's a little bit more to that later. But basically, to get there, you have to go through regions. In the tutorial, there were 20 regions. I assume that's how many are in the game. And to get through the regions, you need materials. You have 3 basic materials. You have other survivors, which you can see here in the deck. You have food, and you have material like wood material. You also have these cards called fatigue, which, as far as I can tell, do nothing other than they take up spots in your hand. So they take up spots in your hand so you don't have food or resources or survivors to use. Yeah. So, for example, this first area, we have the Tundra. So we need 2 pieces of food and 1 survivor to cross the Tundra. And you see I have 2 fatigue cards, 2 survivors, and a piece of wood. Now, one option is I could get rid of these fatigue cards in the deck by doing something called rest. Now, rest takes up an entire turn, but it gives you a whole new hand. So that's something. But that means that I have to stay in this region for a turn. Which brings us up here to the frost counter. This is how far the frost is behind us. So, for example, in this case, if I were to stay here 9 turns and not leave this region for 9 turns, the frost would catch us and we would die. So for every night that you stay in a region, the frost catches up with you. But for every region you move forward, you outpace the frost, so it turns the counter back 1. So there's that. There's also this. You can trade off. There are trades and there are contests. Contests I'll show you when one comes up. But for trades, for example, in this one, I could trade 1 food and get 1 piece of material. That's kind of stupid right now because I don't need material, so I won't be doing that. You also have these called idea cards. And the idea cards have different effects. For example, this one, I could sacrifice a piece of wood to activate it, and it would give me an extra card. Or I could sacrifice another piece of wood and get 3 cards. I only have 1 piece of wood in my hand now. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use one survivor to cross the tundra. Then I'm going to use this piece of wood and burn it on the fire. Then I'm going to use fire and get this piece of food. Aha! Aha! So then I'm going to use it to cross the tundra. Then I'm going to send this survivor out. So here's another thing you can do. You can send survivors out scavenging, and they can bring back cards. So hopefully, yes, he brings me food. So I use that piece of food, and now I can move on from the region. And we move forward. And see, the distance left is 19. So that means that we have 19 regions left to cross. So what do we have here? Alright, you can also right-click to figure out what things do. It removes a fatigue card. Now, see, here's the thing. If it has a red slash through it like that, that means that it burns that card from your deck. So some cards can get reshuffled into the deck if it doesn't have the red dash through it. But if it has the red dash through it, that means that that card is lost to your deck. And then cards like this one up here, you would sacrifice a piece of wood, and then this is called one-use activation. So it... Go away, Facebook notification. Sorry about that. It's only one use, so it burns itself to accomplish its goal. This might be a little confusing, but you get it eventually. It comes through eventually. Or maybe it's only confusing to me, I don't know. Here's what I'm going to do, though. I'm going to burn this fire wood to get 3 more cards. Oh, look. Survivor. 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 Food. Food. And... yeah, more food. Alright, cool. Sometimes it's good just to send it out. Now, the survivor might die whenever you send them out to get stuff. But it's always good to get more resources for later places, if you can. Sanctuary. Cannibalism. So you sacrifice a survivor for 2 food. That's unfortunate. Alright. Okay. So, yeah, I'll use those 2 pieces of food and this survivor here. Now I'm going to end the turn. So you'll notice... whoop. There we go. So you'll notice the frost is now caught up by 1. So that's dangerous. But for every turn you spend in an area, you get an extra idea card. So there's also that. Perfect. And travel. And see, now that I've traveled, I have outpaced the frost by 1. So basically the key of the game is to outrun the frost. That's what's most important here. Okay. So use 1 food, 1 piece of wood, and see if I can see... oh no, fatigue. Alright, well. Yeah, but there's some wood. Perfect. And onward we travel. Alright, let's see here. 2 survivors. 2 pieces of fruit. Then we have to end the turn. Oh no. Oh, but I can use a person on the campsite and possibly get some wood. And I got nothing. That was a big nothing. Well, crap. I'm gonna have to stay here again. That's fine. Because now I can use that wood and travel on. Now outpace the frost again. Alright, let's see. Okay, so use that, and then I can burn this on the fire and get 3 more cards. And there's a survivor. So I can travel. And now I am well ahead of the frost again. It's all about management. It's all about managing things, which is a fine, fine thing. Management is a good game to play. Okay. Now, I would have to sacrifice that piece of wood to get one of those fire cards. Like, sacrifice it from my deck completely forever. Which I don't think I want to do. So, I'm just going to end the turn now. Right. There's a piece of food. There's a survivor. Let us move forward. Alright. Ooh, okay. So this is tricky. This is tricky. So it needs 3 pieces of wood. But I can burn this piece of wood on the fire and get 3 more pieces. Oh, but I only have 2 on my deck. Okay. I'll have to use that piece and then see if I can scavenge another piece. Cool. Okay, cool. Now, end the turn, and then hopefully, yep, draw the next piece of wood. Cool. Then travel onward, and now I get 3 pieces of wood. Oh, that's right. So the deck resets at every region. So it reshuffles itself. You get all of your pieces back, unless it's something that you sacrificed up in one of these cards, or in one of your traits. So let's see. 3 pieces of fruit. Ta-da! That expedition card looks really awesome, but I don't think it's worth it right now. End the turn, and then hopefully a little survivor. Coolio. And travel. Yeah. So, I mean, this demo is on easy mode, so I think that's part of the reason I'm doing so shockingly well. I probably would not expect me to be doing this well. Except that I'm on easy mode. Okay. So, survivor there, and then we'll send some survivors a scavenging. See if they can find food. Which one of them did. Good. And then... I kind of want to burn some wood to get that anti-fatigue card. Because fatigue suck. They slow you down. But I only have 3 right now. So I'm not super worried. Nah, it'll be fine. There we go. There's the food. And travel. We are halfway to the refuge, guys. We are already halfway to the refuge. Awesome. Awesome. Alright, so burn that on the wood. Alright, cool. So we get the 3 food. And then we need 2 of our survivors. Okay, I don't want the pickaxe. I don't need anything from the campsite. Okay, there's one of our survivors. So we'll just have to end the turn. Alright, cool. There's another one. So let's travel. So the frost catch up with us a little. It caught up with us a little there. Alright. Let's use the fire. Ugh, all the fatigue cards. All the fatigue cards. Dang it. Alright. Extractor. Do I want the extractor? I'd have to burn 2 pieces of wood. I don't know. Because once it's in my deck, it gets to stay in my deck. No. I'll just rest end the turn. Okay. So use that, and use the fire again. And there's some food. And now we'll travel. We're still 7 days ahead of the frost. Good. Oh my goodness, so much wood is needed. Oh, goodness. Okay. Well, we'll do that. And then I'm going to have to send someone out into the wild to get supplies. Yeah, because I'm out of wood. No, not food. I don't need food. Oh my goodness. Oh, crap. You have 5 ideas available at a time. Remove any idea by clicking it. Oh, you can only. Okay. Alright. Well, I don't need 2 sets of supplies, so burn that. Oh, crap. The frost is catching up. Oh, no. Oh, no. There's nothing I could do to... Alright. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna burn it for that, and then I'm just gonna burn that. Good. Thank goodness. Travel. Then hopefully we can stay ahead of the frost for a little bit here. Okay. Get that, and then... Good, you came back with food. Alright, let's... Hopefully we can stay ahead of the frost for a bit here. Yeah. Yeah, let's just go for that. Yay! The 25% chance of food happened to work out. Good. Good. I'm glad that worked out. Alright. So there's that. And use one of those. And one of those. And one of my survivors. And the turn. I should get food. Really? Really? Alright. Okay, there's food. And I'm just going to send some survivors out. Oh good, I found another survivor. Let's keep it going. Oh my gosh, so many survivors. And a fatigue card. Oh crap, alright. That's fine. So resting removes 1 fatigue card, but it also means that you have to stay put for a day, which is unfortunate. Given the frost catching up. Although, we're 6 days ahead of it now. With only three distance things left. So, hopefully, we'll be okay. Just gotta, yep. We'll end the turn here. Alright, there's a survivor. There's a survivor. Can't do anything else. End the turn. There's another survivor. Alright, let's move on. I can't believe, maybe it's because it's easy mode, but there are also contests, which are things like, in the tutorial there was a wolf, and you had to have a weapon to take out the wolf, or else you ended up bleeding, and you could either sacrifice one of your health points over here, in this little blood drop, or you could sacrifice one of your survivors to save yourself. I'm surprised that hasn't come up yet. Well. Maybe it just doesn't work out that way in easy. I don't know. We're doing super well though. We are one away. We are 1 away from the refuge. And I can't possibly imagine I won't draw 2 fruit because I have 8 in my deck. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Ah 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 ah. Oh, 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 oh. Demo mode. You won't be able to use those new cards. There's a new scenario involving a torch and some eyes. Oh, viewpoint. Alright. Well, it's a demo, so I can't use those things anyway. But that is Frost. I quite enjoy it. Excuse me. I quite enjoy it because it's fun because it's like survival, and you still have to manage, because if you mismanage your deck, then you die. So there's still some thinking involved. It's not just like laying down cards. Obviously, that was easy mode, so that was probably why I got through it so smoothly, except for that one part where I was down to like 3 days ahead of Frost, but even then, it wasn't that bad. I'm interested to see the full game. The full game is actually available. They released the demo and the full game on the same day. So Frost is now available on Steam. And I think it's only $6, $5. Let me check. Let me $6.29. That's how much it is. $6.29 to get your very own version of Frost and play this delightful, how do I want to call it? Survival card game. And then, of course, whenever you get the whole game, you get to unlock the new scenarios and situations, which make the game even more interesting the more you play. So that's cool. Obviously, you don't get those in the demo, but I think it's definitely worth the look-see. I might get the full game. I'm kind of out of stuff on my Steam wallet right now because summer sale wiped me out, but I might have to get some more to check more out on Frost. Anyway, I liked it. I hope you did too. And if you did, you should like this video and comment and share and subscribe to the channel, because whenever you subscribe, that means that you like what I do, and I like knowing that you like what I do, and then we all like each other, and it's spectacular. And of course, more than anything, I hope you all have a lovely day, evening, whenever. And thank you all for watching. Definitely check out this game. I actually had a lot of fun playing it. And until next time, this is Janky Shenanigans, signing out. I'm going to have to cut so much of this out. Oh my god, we'll get there. Oh, that's going to be a whole rant unto itself.
Whoops, wrong thing. I just shot someone.
Oh yeah. I got a frickin' sword. I just walked off a cliff. That's what we call physical comedy. Cinnamon or butterscotch? Oh, cinnamon. Cinnamon over bee-scotch any day. So thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.